Hello folks, my name is PK and I'm happy to present PaperBack to you today, my modular EPaper desktop monitor. PaperBack is actually two different boards, one mandatory EPaper breakout board which houses the electronics and a socket for an ESP32 development board, and an optional VGA interface board which drives the EPaper display at 800 by 600 resolution. I picked EPaper for a couple of reasons. First, I spend a ton of time looking at a screen, both for my day job and for, admittedly, a lot of my hobby and downtime too. We're discovering more and more effects on the human body of displays that emit light, and perhaps some blue wavelengths in particular. Chronic dry eye and sleep problems both could potentially stem from too much screen time, and who knows what else. EPaper is an interesting technology. It's very high contrast at the expense of refresh rate, possessing the ability to be read even in bright sunlight. And of course, being engineered as it is, it has no backlight and certainly doesn't emit any blue light. Second, EPaper is a low power technology, and depending upon how you measure it, ridiculously so. The only time EPaper displays require power is during a frame clear or refresh. Other than that, they will happily maintain the display for years, and maybe even decades. Disconnecting power and walking away with an image or schematic is a killer feature that you won't get on a desktop monitor. Oh, and by the way, you can run PaperBack off a lithium-ion battery. Picking the ESP32 for the initial breakout board was no accident either. It's internet connected, has enough pins to drive our EPD without weird schemes, and has enough RAM to hold a 4-bit color depth 800 by 600 image. I imagine that building just the first board is perfect for a lot of projects such as calendars, weather stations, status dashboards, and all sorts of other installations. It's also fun to show meta images like this picture of an early version of its Hackaday project page. 800 by 600 VGA was also an early goal of mine. EPaper isn't a fast, refreshing technology, but you can exploit the technology to park a schematic or datasheet or some other static reference doc on screen. Of course, I did all of the necessary graphics project demos though, Doom and Big Buck Bunny, but don't hold the slow refresh rate against me. Also of note, there are 3 switches on board, which I use to make it easy to flip between refresh rates and color depth. So, go build it. Everything is open and ready for you. I've attached links to the project page in the GitHub repo below. The hardware definitely has some unexploited features possible, and I'd love to see you build PaperBack and send me PRs on GitHub. So that's the overview. Hope you enjoy PaperBack, and even more, I hope you build a few.